Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22, and it's time for round 17 of our Moto 2 career mode. It's time for Motegi. It's time for the Japanese GP. Now, since the championship has been concluded, we have won it. I'm going to start every single race from the back of the grid, so starting off here in Motegi from 31st position with aspirations of finishing in the top 5, and if we can get a win, then that would be even peachy. But into turn 1, already up into 13th position. We might have a good drive coming into the right hand side here, coming out of the second corner. Now charging down to the straight. We'll try and aim to go around the outside of a couple of riders if we can. Top 9 already for the championship winner. And still going around the outside of Jorge Navarro. Whoa, Navarro actually got close to touching the apex. I think he did actually touch the rumble strip and got a little bit loosey, but now braking firm into the right hand side, up on the inside, holding the position, using the Boscascura chassis as a battering ram as we enter under the bridge for the very first time of this Japanese GP. But look at us already up into the top 4 as we just get really close to the 130R and make a small adjustment to save our skin and save ourselves from crashing in the early stages of this Grand Prix. So ahead of Chantra, we now feature ourselves into the top 4. Augusto Fernandez further up the road with Celestino Vietti. The whole reason we came crashing down in Aragon was because of Celestino Vietti, so I don't fancy coming close to him again in this particular Grand Prix. Wide into the hairpin curve for turn 10, and I'm trying to pick up the pieces of going a little bit wider for the corner just a moment ago. So now charging onto the back straight, I'm going to be trying to brake very early here for the victory corner for the right hand side. In fact, not the victory corner, it's the 90-degree corner. The victory corner is coming up very, very soon. Of course, we've seen some great moments in the victory corner, and I would like to see some great moments in this video as well today. But there he is, turn 14, the victory corner, the final corner of Motegi to end lap 1. So across the line, for those who wanted to see the heart rate monitor, you have your wish, and there it is, up into 88.91, so still very calm at this stage of this Grand Prix, but it could very well get a lot higher by the end of this one. So onto the straight and then braking into the left hand side. We are losing a little bit of time to the Red Bull KTM rider. Down to 0.6 of a second, 1.3 is the gap to Iagora, and 0.4 it is to Somkiat Chantra behind. So we're going to try and manage this gap, but if I can claw that gap down and get towards them, I would love it. Not been on the top step of the podium or anywhere near the podium since Misano, of course, where we absolutely dominated. It's a very tight to the apex of the 130R. Pedro Costa at the top 8 right now. There's no championship threat, of course, ladies and gentlemen, but he was the ultimate favourite to start this season off in Qatar. Seems so long ago, and this time it's going to be in rapid succession, the videos of MotoGP 22. I'm keen to get on with the MotoGP career mode, which will be coming very, very soon. I'm going to try and focus on finishing off the Moto 2 side of it for probably before Christmas. Before the end of the year. So after Christmas, we'll probably get a lot of MotoGP 22 content. So I hope you're ready and prepared for that. So now into the slipstream of Augusto Fernandez. If we're brave enough, we might make the move up on the inside for the 90 degrees corner, almost running over his leg there as we go into the 11th corner, back into the podium positions for the first time since Misano. It does feel good, and don't forget guys, we did start from the back of the grid, so pretty brave manoeuvres so far in this Grand Prix. So getting across the line, it will be Agora getting across first, who looks to be pulling out a bit of an advantage. Temporarily the fastest man was Agora, but it does seem that the number 47 has taken the top spot in terms of lap times here in the Japanese GP. Now I've got two options here. We're still in power setting 3, but I do need to pay attention to the fuel. Cast your minds back to the Red Bull Ring of Austria. We lost the amount of fuel that we needed to survive and take the victory. I don't really want a replication of that. I was rather tentative in Aragon at certain points with the fuel, but now up on the inside of Celestino Vietti. I think that's too late. I think that is too late for the 5th corner, using a lot of rear brake to stop the bite, but it is. The Mooney VR46 rider has got back ahead and now up into 2nd place. And guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the content so far. So now into the left hand side for turn 7. I do feel rather confident in this sector of track. In fact, I feel really confident everywhere in Motegi. Not as much as I used to. Been playing a lot of Ride 4 recently, and the feeling is not quite there with MotoGP, but it's certainly coming together. I do think the more these races will go on, the better I'll feel. And there we go, up on the inside of Vietti once again, this time able to hold it, this time able to make it stick, and this time we're through up into second place. So the gap is 6, going up to 7/10 of a second to Ayagura ahead. Of course, winning the Japanese GP in real life, he looks to be doing one better here in the video game for now. So a quick apology, should I say, for my voice this one. I'm still not feeling 100%, but I'm certainly giving it my best at this moment in time. So I hope you guys do appreciate the effort I'm going through to make sure we can get some good, solid MotoGP 22 career mode content coming for you today. So across the line, we lost around 5/6 of a second to Ayagura on that particular occasion. Yes, we did make a couple of mistakes getting through on Celestino, as we made another mistake. I've never seen a wheelie mid-corner going into the second corner here in Motegi. The heart rate's increased a little bit now. It would do after you wheelie yourself, or at least almost wheelie yourself into oblivion, as we just seen a moment ago. But now to the left-hand side, we'll try and put the pressure on Agora, but he just looks to be too good at this stage of the Grand Prix. So braking firm into the right-hand side. Looks like we're going a little bit deep again, wanting too much out of turn 5 as we trying to put the claws into Ayagura, but it's just not happening as of yet. 1.1 seconds is the Japanese man in his home circuit. Of course, the home cooking and the home crowd are going to be really pushing Agora on. And we've gone wide into turn 7 now. And now we've yielded the position to Vietti. I think that's the best we can hope for. I've had to drop it down to power setting 2 now. The fuel is just getting a little bit too concerning at this point of the Grand Prix. But into the V corner, we're going to see how much speed we lose. Oh, Vietti pulling into me there. That's an aggressive move from the Italian as we try to go around the outside, and still trying to manoeuvre around the outside of Vietti, but it's not happening as of yet. But power setting 2 on display here. Look at us being dropped. We're going to have to really go for it to the 90 degrees corner if we want any chance of fighting back. Power setting 3 for a small moment. We do have to pay attention to the fuel. Oh, look at Chantra up on the inside, wanting the position, trying to get through, trying to get onto the podium with his teammate Agora. That'll be brilliant for the Honda Team Asia's effort into the sense of the championship standings for the teams. So power setting 3 is going to have to come off here. We'll not finish the race otherwise, so I've got to make sure we drop it down to power setting 2. But Celestino Vietti ahead of us into turn 1. Whoa, losing the front, just slipping on the front tyre. It doesn't feel good, this. This bike is certainly not feeling good at this stage of the Grand Prix. Getting a little bit concerned, as a matter of fact, but look how much we've clawed in to Vietti there ahead of us for turn 3. Getting the feeling back with the brakes now, actually. I'm remembering how hard I can go for it, and also how much I can downshift with MotoGP 22. Much different feeling to the likes of Superbike 22 and even Ride 4 as well. But once again, wide into turn 5. This is Motegi, ladies and gentlemen. I do really love this circuit, but it's just not working out today. Doesn't seem to be coming to the fruition of us right now, but trying to attack Somkiat Chantra. Not really the confidence for the left-hand side for turn 7 here. That touching the curb there is definitely going to slow us down. With power. Whoa, Fernandez into the rear. Goodness me, did he not see the Boscascora there? He absolutely flew towards us there, but look how much time we're losing with the addition of power setting 2. Fernandez gives us another bump. I'm going to mess my braking marker up here, trying to hold it into the hairpin curve, but just barely staying on board and staying on track. This is going heck to a handbasket. This is not what I expected it to go like here in Motegi. I love this circuit. I've actually been really looking forward to getting back onto this track, but it just doesn't seem to be working in our favour here right now. The heart rate is increasing, as this one's going to get more and more tight and more concerning as we begin to lose points in this Grand Prix. If the championship wasn't already done and dusted, I think I'd be a bit more nervous. But look at Fernandez flying out of the final corner. As Fernandez flew past, he said subscribe, and that was it. Flew up on the inside, and now up into the top 5 goes Fernandez. And there is Sam Lowes also regaining the positions, taking our 5th position away from us. But with power setting 2, I can't compete with that exit speed. And now we've got a position lost to Aaron Canet, who's on the right hand side. doing everything in our power to hold on to this top 6 position. This is not how I envisioned coming back to MotoGP 22. Losing the front, or at least colliding with Celestino Vietti in Aragon, and then now here, struggling to get into the top 5. We're going to try and fight back. Got caught on the apex of the corner there. But this part, this is where I'm going to lose a lot of time. Aaron Canet, yeah, already up on the inside. Quick check-up for the British rider as Canet flew on through. We might be lucky to even hang on to 7th here. This could get worse for the brand new Moto 2 World Champion. This has not gone our way. This has not gone to plan. Amazing. This is a track where you really need power setting 3. And dropping the power has just made us lose 2 seconds per lap. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Pedro Acosta, I'm going to do everything in my power to hold on to the 7th place. So stay behind. So power setting 2. Canet, nowhere near the slipstream. Absolutely nowhere near. There's no way I can move up to power setting 3 now. We're going to have to yield a position. Pedro fights through up into the 90-degree corner, but we are still holding firm. Zone 11, still hanging on to 7th. Quick change of direction into the left-hand side. Acosta still there. You'd think it'd be for a rostrum position, the way he's absolutely going tooth and nail for this one. But we do hold on into the victory corner, but it's certainly not victory for us. It's victory for Iagora, Vietti on the podium, and Solskjaer Chanter in 3rd, and we have just been bumped down to 8th. Not the race we were looking forward to here in Motegi. So as mentioned, Agora wins from Vietti and Solskjaer Chanter. We did set the fast lap of the Grand Prix, but in the grand scheme of things, I guess it doesn't really matter. A look at the championship standings. We now lead by 170 points. I don't know what happened to Fernandez there, but we increased our championship lead. Agora moves up to 3rd with 155 points. Goes the Japanese rider. But now looking at the team championship. Ooh, gap is down to 25 points for the Red Bull KTM IO team. 52 for Elfmark VES Racing, and Idemitsu Honda Team Asia clawing the gap down to 54. So guys, that's going to be it from me. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing as well, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.